Sounds like our tea storm is finally simmering down. Still got a bit of the old thunder down under, but that's about it. It's starting to ease off. There's going to be a lot of aftermath around, and the news channels like Channel 9 are going to be onto it. They already are, I'd say. Checking out what the SES are doing and all the rest of it, the emergency services, if anyone's died or anyone's injured. Whatever, folks, this bullshit. No, I'm not going to do that one. Okay, let's see what we have here. Here, a can. So I found this at work and I asked if I could have it, and they allowed me to souvenir it. Someone left this behind on their desk and it was empty. So I figured I'd take it as I normally would. OxyShred. So this is the main graphic there. Trying to find the A5 area. Yeah, shit. I didn't do it very well. I got into the darkness. Nah, fucked it. I'm gonna fucking pull it up. I'm not gonna waste any toner and paper on this. Pretty sure this turned out shit once again. Yeah, turned out shit, just like the last one. This part got illuminated and this just disappeared, which I hate. Yeah, not perfect, but close enough. That looks really nice. Yeah, OxyShred. 0 sugar, just the way I like it, folks. But I didn't have this. This is not mine. This was someone else's. And I washed it and just took it home and used it in here in this demo. So just going to keep this can, maybe, because I like it. I really like it. Just going to stick it there, folks, for some reason. OxyShred. looks interesting. I do like it overall, but I could do better. Oxy shred. Gonna do it this way now. Getting hot now, folks. I wish I had set the fan there in the hall, in the doorway, like I normally would. And that's come up looking shit. But this looks really quite nice. Looks promising. This was the last one I did. Looks terrible. This is the last one before it. Yeah, I didn't show it on camera very well, unfortunately. Sorry, folks. I pointed the camera down like that a bit. And that's come up looking really quite interesting. I like the rainbow there. Still not sold on it, folks. Try another one. Yeah, looks interesting. Filling the whole page almost, but still there's not much there in the picture. Looks like there could be something, but it's not quite. So yeah, that was the last one, folks. I'm trying to show it to you properly instead of just flashing it. Sometimes when I'm showing you stuff, folks, I do flash it quickly and you don't get to see the full result clearly. You don't see the clearness of my work. Yeah, folks, I'm trying to get on the 6 o'clock news on Channel 9, which is proving to be more difficult than I thought. Even more difficult than what I'm doing here, folks. A lot more difficult. A lot more difficult than what I'm doing. They're not fucking listening to me. They're not doing anything useful. They don't care. They don't fucking give a shit about my life, about how it's being lived or destroyed by my past, that I did things wrong when I was young and I'm just trying to fix it. And it's like they're not helping me, they're not giving me the assistance, and life is like a fucking storm all the time. It's not a happy, it's very rough and ready and very dark and noisy, like thunder, like a thunder clap. You know, my life is really like stormy weather all the time, and it really is quite difficult dealing with that all the time. You know, all the time you're worried about this, all the time you're worried about that, this, that, the other, this, that, the other. It's always the same old shit, different smell. The bitches in the news channels couldn't give a shit about someone like me who can't get anywhere because I'm disabled. I can't work in a normal 9-to-5 job. I can't study and get an education, however much I wish I could. You know, I really wish I could, folks. I wish I didn't have to deal with being disabled and having to deal with the limitations it imposes on my life and my relationships. I could have got married to Luigi back in 1992, but it never happened. I never let him into my life. I was very defensive. I was very closed off. I was very unhappy with myself and my life, and I really thought that Luigi was a problem, that I just didn't love him, I didn't care for him, I didn't want his presence. I felt offended by his presence, and this has come up looking really shredded, so I'm going to utilise that. So I really felt offended by his presence. Luigi wasn't someone I wanted in my life at the time. I wasn't ready for him. Why I wasn't ready for him beats me. I don't know why I behaved like that, folks. I don't know why I froze him out. I don't know why he had the passions that I had. The same thing. He loved photocopiers like I do. He's a Christian like I am. We both have so much in common, it's not funny, folks. And yet I never let him into my life. I never let him into my life, folks. I just closed him off. I slammed the door in his face by not ringing him on that number, that card which had the words, "When you need a friend." He knew I needed a friend because most of my friends deserted me sometime later, and he knew intuitively that I wasn't going to have any friends. So he basically was a real intuitive sort of a guy, a beautiful soul, a very friendly, caring man. You couldn't get more caring than Luigi, folks. You can't get anything better than him. He was the best, and he'll always be the best in my heart, even though I'm not with him and I'm lonely. I really wish I could find where he is. I really wish I knew where Luigi was and I could get in touch, because I get lonely and my life is just like this thunderstorm. It's full of horrible noises and fear and scariness, and I just don't want to be in this storm anymore. I don't, folks. I really don't. I want to be with him. I want to be with my friend Luigi. I really wish I could just be with him, folks. It gets so lonely. I don't understand why Channel 9 doesn't want to cover this. It's a love story in the making if Channel 9 could help. You know? Silly. Don't think this looks good as a negative positive, to be honest, folks. I don't think it looks good as a negative, even though it looks quite nice. But I really miss Luigi, and I really miss his company, and I really need his place. I need his love and his warmth. One day I want to redesign the photocopier from scratch, and I can't do that unless I find Luigi first. And I'm hoping there'll be technology to fix the brain damage I had at birth. That's caused me to be disabled and unable to work in a normal job. I get Centrelink and I work in what's known as an Australian Disability Enterprise, or an ADE, as I've said so many times before. And I don't feel excited about coming to work. I don't feel anticipation. I just hate the buses. I hate the jobs that I have to do, and the money that I get is not much. It's pittance, really, but I need the money to keep me going, because you don't earn much on Centrelink. Well, you don't actually earn it, but you earn it and that you're disabled and you need it, folks. Pretty much it. And I want to get recognised as an artist, so I can make money as an artist doing what I do best and what I'm passionate about, photocopier art. So yeah, I want to make money as an artist, not as a fucking factory worker doing boring jobs. And that's come up looking really quite a treat. I think we can now call this demo quits.